Hello everyone, I am Renu Jatan, Assistant Professor in Botany from Government College for Women, Lakhan Majra. In this lecture, I will discuss remaining part of reproduction of mucor. Mucor reproduces both by asexual and sexual methods, and asexual methods in mucor involves fragmentation, chlamydospores, formation of oidiospores, which we have already discussed. And most important in asexual reproduction of mucor is formation of sporangiospores. तो सबसे पहले व्हाट आर स्पोरेंजियोस्पोर्स? These are asexually produced spores which are formed only during favorable conditions, or we can say during the growing season of fungus. And these spores are non-motile in nature. इसका मतलब they are non-ciliated or non-flagellated. As these are non-motile, they can be called as aplanospores. As aplano is a botanical term. इसका मतलब अगर स्पोर्स नॉन मोटाइल होते हैं तो हम उनको एप्लानोस्पोर्स बोल सकते हैं. इसी तरह से अगर गैमीट्स नॉन मोटाइल होते हैं तो हम उनको एप्लानोगैमीट्स बोल सकते हैं. As these sporangiospores in mucor are also non-motile in nature, they are generally known as aplanospores. And second, these spores are produced in large number inside these spherical structures known as sporangia. And now, what is sporangium? This is a spherical structure which is present at the tip of this sporangiophore. And now, what is sporangiophore? This is a stalk-like structure, in fact, which is a modification of this vegetative mycelium. During the asexual reproduction, few branches from this vegetative mycelium becomes erect and they grow in vertical upward direction and they behave as a sporangiophore. And most important point here is that in mucor, from one point of origin, only one sporangiophore arise. Means they never arise in cluster or pairs. For example, in this diagram, from this one point, only a single sporangiophore arise. And these sporangiospores which are formed inside the black colored sporangia, they are formed by mitotic division. As their formation involves mitotic divisions, they are generally known as माइटोस्पोर्स. इसका मतलब जो स्पोर्स माइटोसिस से बनते हैं हम उनको माइटोस्पोर्स बोल सकते हैं. इसी तरह से अगर कोई स्पोर मियोटिक डिवीजन से बनता है तो हम उनको मियोस्पोर्स बोल सकते हैं. As these spores are formed by mitotic divisions, they are known as mitospores. Now this is the diagram which shows details of formation of sporangia and sporangiospores in mucor. This is the vegetative mycelium which is aseptate, cenocytic and branched. And at the time of formation of sporangiospores, or we can say during sporangia formation, few hyphal branches arise from this mat and these branches grow in vertical upward direction and these branches are known as sporangiophore. After that, there is a flow of protoplasm towards the tip, or we can say towards the apical region of growing sporangiophore, or we can say Cytoplasm, along with large number of nuclei and stored food, move towards this apical region of growing sporangiophore. And due to this flow of protoplasm, there is a swelling at the upper part of this sporangiophore. And further, due to more flow of protoplasm and due to continuous growth of sporangiophore at the apical part of the sporangiophore, a somewhat spherical or rounded structure is formed, and this structure at this stage is called as young sporangium. And in mucor, at this stage the color of the sporangium is white in color. It means जो color है sporangia का वो young condition में क्या है, white है. It turns to black at the time of maturity of spores. Now here the body of the sporangium is divided into two parts, which is clearly seen in this diagram, outer part and inner part. This outer part is having dense cytoplasm and large number of nuclei, and this inner part is having large number of vacuoles. After that, in between these two parts, there is formation of layers of vacuoles, and later on these layers will fuse laterally to form a cleft, and this cleft is soon followed by formation of septa. And due to this formation of septa, now the body of this sporangium is clear cut differentiated into two parts. इसका मतलब स्पोरेंजिया का जो माइसीलियम है वेजिटेटिव कंडीशन में हमेशा क्या होता है, एसेप्टेड, मीन्स सेप्टा और क्रॉस वॉल्स हमेशा एब्सेंट होंगी, और एट द टाइम ऑफ रिप्रोडक्शन सेप्टा आर फॉर्म्ड only to separate the reproductive structures. Now this body of sporangium, which is divided into two parts, this outer part is known as sporiferous region. इसको हम sporiferous region क्यों बोलते हैं, क्योंकि इसी के अंदर black colored spores की formation होगी. And this inner part that is somewhat knob-like, it is called as columella, which is in continuation with that of sporangiophore. Then the protoplasm of this sporiferous region undergo cleavage, and due to this cleavage it divides into large number of pieces or segments. Then each segment or piece round off and surround itself by a wall, and then it differentiate to form spores. It means in this way a large number of spores are formed inside the sporiferous region of this sporangia. इसका मतलब in asexual reproduction of mucor, black colored sporangiospores are formed inside the sporiferous region of the sporangium, and these spores are always formed by mitotic division. That is why they are commonly known as mitospores, and they are always non-motile in nature. Similarly, these spores are haploid in nature because they are produced on haploid mycelium, and all the divisions are mitotic. As a result, lastly the spores are also haploid in nature. Now dehiscence of sporangium. This is the structure of mature sporangium. This is stalk-like structure known as sporangiophore, and this is a single sporangium which is divided into two parts, outer sporiferous region and inner is columella. इस sporiferous region के अंदर mass of spores present है, जिनको हम sporangiospores भी बोलते हैं. And this wall of sporangium is thin, and it is having calcium oxalate crystals, and due to presence of these crystals, the wall absorb moisture from the atmosphere, and due to this absorption this wall becomes soft. And similarly, there is a continuous flow of fluid from this sporangiophore towards the columella, and due to this flow of fluid this columella continuously bulges towards the outer sides, or we can say towards the wall of sporangium. And due to this fluid pressure the wall of sporangium becomes liquidy, or we can say fluidy, and it get dissolved. And due to this the mass of spores which is present just inside this sporiferous region become exposed to air, and from here these spores can be easily blown to other areas by air or by insects. And after dehiscence of sporangia, this columella part appears like a knob at the tip of the sporangiophore, and also few remains of the wall appears like a collar around the columella. Now structure of spore, or we can say structure of sporangiospore. These spores are always non-motile in nature, and their shape is globose to oval, and each spore is having a single layered cell wall, and internally the cytoplasm of the spore is having large number of nuclei, mitochondria, ribosomes, and stored food in the form of lipids. And on getting suitable conditions and on getting suitable substratum for germination, each spore can regenerate to form the new mycelium. Now sexual reproduction. सेक्सुअल रिप्रोडक्शन डिस्कस करने से पहले कुछ टर्म्स हैं जो क्लियर होनी चाहिए. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, सेक्सुअल रिप्रोडक्शन इन म्यूकर इज आइसोगैमस. इसका मतलब आइसो मीन्स सेम, गैमस मीन्स गैमीट्स. अगर सेक्सुअल रिप्रोडक्शन में जो फ्यूजिंग गैमीट्स हैं दे आर मॉर्फोलॉजिकली आइडेंटिकल, such sexual reproduction is known as isogamous. And in mucor these isogametes are formed inside gametangia, or we can say inside the male gametangia or female gametangia. And during sexual fusion the entire contents of these gametangia fuses with each other, and this process is known as gametangial copulation. One more important term, that is homothelic and heterothelic. Homo means same, thelic means thallus. इसका मतलब अगर मेल और फीमेल गैमेटेंजिया एक ही थैलस पर हैं तो उन फॉर्म्स को, उन स्पीसीज को हम बोलेंगे होमोथैलिक. अगर मेल और फीमेल गैमेटेंजिया की फॉर्मेशन अलग अलग थैलस पे हो रही है तो उन स्पीसीज को हम बोलेंगे हेट्रोथैलिक. तो म्यूकर के अंदर फ्यू स्पीसीज आर होमोथैलिक एंड फ्यू स्पीसीज आर हेट्रोथैलिक. And one more important point, in mucor there is no differentiation between male and female sex organs, or we can say between male gametangia or female gametangia. That is why we simply label them as plus and minus strains, only to differentiate between male and female. And sexual fusion is possible only between two compatible strains, means between plus and minus strain. Sexual reproduction is not possible between either two plus or two negative strains. Now this is the diagram which shows details of sexual reproduction in mucor, or we can say formation of sexual spore, that is commonly known as zygospore. In mucor, in heterothallic forms, sexual reproduction is only possible when they grow close to each other. मीन्स अगर वो एक दूसरे के क्लोज ग्रो करेंगे तभी सेक्सुअल रिप्रोडक्शन, सेक्सुअल फ्यूजन पॉसिबल है. And at the time of sexual reproduction, there is a differentiation due to which somatic hypha get differentiate to form special structures, and these special structures are known as zygospores. And this differentiation is initiated by secretion of some sex hormones, and due to this secretion of hormones, somatic hypha get differentiate to form special structures known as zygospores. These zygospores are simply the mycelium which are involved in sexual reproduction. Here, to differentiate between plus and minus, to differentiate between male and female gametangium, we have labeled them as plus and minus strains. And after the formation of zygospores, these zygospores bend towards each other, and after that the flow of protoplasm takes place towards the apical regions of the zygospores. And due to this flow of protoplasm, the apical or terminal portion of zygospores becomes swollen. And now this swollen portion in each zygospore, or we can say in plus or minus strains of zygospore, is now called as progametangium. And after that there is a formation of septa. जैसे asexual reproduction में स्पोर्स को सेपरेट करने के लिए सेप्टा फॉर्मेशन हुई, इसी तरह से सेक्सुअल रिप्रोडक्शन में भी गैमेटेंजिया को सेपरेट करने के लिए सेप्टा फॉर्मेशन होगी. एंड ड्यू टू दिस फॉर्मेशन ऑफ सेप्टा, नाउ दिस पोर्शन इज नोन एज गैमेटेंजियम, and rest of the portion in both the zygospore is known as suspensor. Now the entire contents of these gametangium will behave as a gamete, and these gametes are multinucleated and non-motile. अब नॉन मोटाइल नेचर है तो हम इनको भी ए प्लानोगैमीट्स बोल सकते हैं. एंड एज दीज आर मल्टीन्यूक्लिएट, they can be known as cenogametes. And after that there is gametangial copulation, means this wall get dissolved and the entire contents of these gametangia fuses with each other. And during this fusion, two nuclei of opposite strains will form pairs and they fuse with each other and form large number of diploid nuclei. It means after sexual fusion, or we can say after gametangial copulation, a diploid structure called zygote is formed, and this zygote is having large number of diploid nuclei, and that is why this zygote can be known as cenozygote. And after some time, this zygote will develop a wall around itself, and due to formation of this wall around itself, now this diploid zygote is called as zygospore, which is the sexually produced spore in case of mucor. It means in mucor, sexual reproduction is only possible between two compatible hypha, and this sexual reproduction is started by secretion of some chemicals, or we can say some hormones, and due to these secretions special structures get differentiated which are known as zygospores. Then these zygospores will form progametangia, then these gametangia will changes into gametangia, and after gametangial copulation between these two gametangia, diploid structure known as zygote or zygospore will be formed, and this zygospore is xenozygote as it is having large number of diploid nuclei inside it. Now, structure of zygospore. Mature zygospore is having two layered wall, outer and inner. Outer layer is known as exine and inner layer is known as intine. And exine is also known as exospore, and similarly intine is also known as endospore. And internally the cytoplasm is having large number of diploid nuclei and large amount of stored food in the form of oil and glycogen. And in mucor, this zygospore is a resting structure, or we can say it enters a resting period of about 5 to 9 months, and it is liberated by breaking of these suspensors. Now, germination of zygospores. On return of favorable conditions or on getting suitable substratum, zygospore germinates, as this zygospore is diploid in nature. It undergo meiosis before germination. इसका मतलब इसके अंदर जितने भी डिप्लॉयड न्यूक्लियाई हैं, दे विल अंडरगो meiotic division and each nucleus will form 4 nuclei, 2 of plus strain and 2 of minus strain. It means segregation of strains take place at the time of meiosis in zygospore. And during germination, the wall of the zygospore absorb moisture. And due to this absorption of moisture, outer exine layer get ruptures and inner intine layer comes out in the form of a germ tube or promycelium. And after that, there is a flow of protoplasm from this germinating zygospore towards the apical region of this promycelium. And now, due to this flow, there is a terminal swelling at this tip region, and this swollen part is known as zygosporangium. Now, the contents of these zygosporangium undergo protoplasmic cleavage, and they will form large number of uninucleate spores, and then these spores become multinucleated by mitosis, and these spores can again regenerate to form new mycelium. Now, this is the complete life cycle or detailed life history of mucor. In this diagram, both the reproductions are shown. This is the asexual reproduction and this is sexual reproduction. Asexual reproduction in mucor, this is the vegetative mycelium. During unfavorable conditions, mucor produces thick-walled resting structures known as chlamydospores, and these chlamydospores, on return of favorable conditions, they will regenerate to form new mycelium. Similarly, during favorable conditions, mucor produces large number of black colored spores inside the sporiferous region of this sporangium, and these spores, after dehiscence of sporangium, become exposed to air, and on getting suitable substratum, they can again regenerate to form the new mycelium. And this is the sexual reproduction. This is minus strain, this is plus strain, as sexual reproduction is possible only between two compatible mycelium, and at this stage we can call them as zygospores. Then these zygospores will form progametangia and gametangia, and after gametangial copulation, diploid structure known as zygote or zygospore will be formed, and after germination this zygospore will form spores. These spores can be known as meiospores because their formation involved meiotic division, and these spores can again regenerate to form new mycelium. Now, key points in reproductive part of mucor. Mucor reproduces both by asexual and sexual methods, and most important in asexual reproduction is formation of non-motile sporangiospores, which are black in color and they are formed inside sporangia. इसी की वजह से कॉमनली हम म्यूकर को क्या बोलते हैं, ब्लैक मोल्ड. And next is sexual reproduction in mucor is isogamous, means fusing gametes are always morphologically identical, and these gametes are formed inside gametangia, and during sexual fusion the entire contents of these gametangia fuses by a process known as gametangial copulation, and it results into formation of diploid structure known as zygospore, which is a resting structure in mucor. And most important term is life cycle of mucor is haplontic. इसका मतलब जो लाइफ साइकिल है म्यूकर का, उसके अंदर जो मोस्टली स्टेजेस हैं वो क्या हैं, हैप्लॉइड हैं. मींस जो वेजिटेटिव माइसीलियम है वो भी हैप्लॉइड है, स्पोरेंजियोफोर, स्पोरेंजिया, स्पोरेंजियोस्पोर्स, दे आर all haploid in nature, and diploid stage is for only short duration. means जो diploid stage है वो सिर्फ कहाँ पर है, जाइगोट और जाइगोस्पोर, and it is soon followed by meiotic division before germination of the zygospore. It means life cycle of mucor is haplontic and it is characterized by zygotic meiosis. Thank you.